Okay, Ashley, and for anyone else that might be having issues at home. So, if you're using an older machine, Maya tries to do some pretty high-end advanced things with the graphics card as it relates to animation. I don't even have a scene loaded, but it doesn't even matter. So, um, one of our students, Ashley, is having problems with the machine quitting after a little bit. This is just a suggestion. I don't know if this is going to fix the problem, but if we go down to the preferences, which I affectionately call human running from saw blade, right, in the icons here, right? So I'll bring this up. So many different settings. I don't even know what half of them do. But if we go to underneath settings to animation, there are, in the preferences themselves, the default probably says this: parallel and GPU override. I'm on a iMac Pro, a newer one. It should be absolutely fine. I had changed this just as an example to test a scene file for you all. But basically what that means is just the way that it's splitting all the processes onto your GPU in a more complicated way, but also makes it faster. And the GPU override is like, hey, let's use this GPU to do all this fancy stuff. Your machine might be a little bit older graphics card. It might not like this. That might make it grouchy. So if you would just deselect the GPU override, and this little list here is from fanciest and hardware intensive to the old school method. I don't even know what DG stands for, actually. So I had mine actually set at serial. That's what I would try if you're having issues. So if your machine is crashing, that would be one thing that I would do. Now this change is not going to take into effect and not go into effect until you turn around and quit Maya and then restart it, right? So I would just say save. The other thing, where is it? Down here in the lower right-hand corner, if I hover over this, it's cached playback toggle. Right-click for more options. So this is just a way for Maya to build, again, just keep in mind you're an animator on a Pixar film. You have very complicated geometry and hair simulations and all these other things going on. You might want to cache the animation results so that it doesn't have to be calculated every single frame. We're dealing with very simple scenes. Caching, I guess, could be helpful, but not really going to make that much of a difference. And again, it's more of a high-end feature. If your machine is having problems, I would just turn that off. Okay. Again, because we're using bouncing ball and boxy and all that other stuff, you really shouldn't run into a problem by turning that off. So let's recap. Human running from saw blade. Let's go to animation, and I changed that. If it's set to parallel, make that serial. If you're still having problems, try the DG, and turn off the GPU override. Save. Again, obviously this is not going to take effect until I restart Maya. And the last thing is this cached playback. It looks like a film, icon with a little play button on it. So just click that to toggle off the cache. All right. So hopefully this will fix your little problems if you're having issues at home. I hope this helped.